Hey, it's Jose again. I got this video I want us to watch real quick. I already saw it, but I need you to watch it just because it's a piece done by the Wall Street Journal. It pretty much kind of tells you what's going on with the whole riots and all that stuff. And after we watch it, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about how we got there. But yeah.
As anti-ICE demonstrations in Los Angeles continued for the fourth day in a row on Monday, the Wall Street Journal was on the ground. The day started with thousands of people gathered at a rally in downtown LA.
We're out here at Grand Park. This is the demonstration for David Huerta, the union president for the SEIU union, which represents the service employees of the California chapter. The plan here is to demonstrate, followed by a march down to the courthouse where Huerta's due in court.
When I say free David, you say now. Free David! Free David! Free David!
If you are in any way involved of the local government up to the state level scene, you know exactly who David Huerta is. He has brought a lot of dignity and a lot of story to the workers that take on those jobs that nobody else wants to do, such as janitorial and custodian.
Huerta was arrested on Friday while protesting an ICE raid. He was charged with conspiracy to impede an officer.
When I say freedom, you say now! Freedom! Now! Freedom! Now!
What you see out here today in Los Angeles is working people coming together to obviously say free David Huerta and end the raids now. But I also think what you see is working people coming together to declare this is our city, our community, our country, and we are not going to be terrorized. We're going to stand up and we're going to push back and we're going to speak out. We are gathering peaceably with joy and solidarity, and I'm incredibly proud to be here today.
We are the union! We are the union! The mighty, mighty union!
I'm here to show that you can be a liberal and you can be a patriot, that you can be pro-immigrant and be pro-American.
Who's got the power?
We got the power!
I'm frustrated with the local and state response because I feel like this has been politicized, not just by Trump and his administration, but also by Democrats. The fact that Democrats are telling us and tweeting, this is what Trump's doing, as if we don't know. My question in return is, what are you doing? Tell us what you're going to be actively doing to protect us.
Huerta appeared in court where he was released from federal custody on a $50,000 bond and told to surrender his passport. The U.S. military announced that roughly 700 Marines were being mobilized to Los Angeles, the first time in more than 3 decades that Marines have been sent into a U.S. city to address civil unrest. Trump administration officials say the move is to protect federal workers and buildings. California Governor Newsom called the move a blatant abuse of power in a post on X. As the day went on, tensions between the protesters and law enforcement, including the National Guard, began to escalate.
We are here on the corner of Los Angeles and Temple Street, what is now the heart of the protests today. And we had an hours-long standoff between protesters, the National Guard, and the sheriffs in front of this federal building here. The protest at this moment has significantly ramped up over the last 20 minutes or so. It follows, a day of much calmer protests than yesterday. Certainly you can hear those flash grenades. The National Guard and Sheriff's Office pushing this way.
The Trump administration announced it would be sending an additional 2,000 National Guard members to Los Angeles. Protests are expected to continue this week.
All right, so if you're living under a rock, and some people might be because they choose not to talk about political stuff, and it's understandable, but there's real shit that's happening that you should probably put your attention to. That's why I wanted to watch this video. I'll put a link so you guys want to watch it again. But yeah, so the weekend they were doing raids in schools, like restaurants, like regular businesses, and they started to protest those, and they were being peaceful about it, apparently. I'm pretty sure they were, but I'm pretty sure there was like one or two protests that probably got a little bit violent. But the thing is that with the military going in now, the Marines and all this other stuff, it's like poking the bear, I feel. So it feels like it's just gonna make things worse, and things are, I feel like, might get violent, or definitely gonna get violent, or at least damaging property and stuff like that. I feel like they're gonna probably get hectic, because Trump, yeah, he's a guy that, he's taco, you know, Trump always chickens out. But with something like with this here, it's really hard for him to check. I don't think he will chicken out with this, because he's able to control the military essentially, and this dude became president with 34 felonies. So I don't really think he's gonna care about protests here and there, whether they're peaceful or not. He's gonna deploy the military, and that is very unfortunate and a waste of government funds. And also, Pete Hegseth was being asked on how much it was going to cost to, or how much the price tag is for this whole sending the Marines down to LA. He kept dodging the question and kept saying, well, we're going to handle things differently than Tim Walz did in Minnesota with the George Floyd protests. So like he kept diverting to that and just completely kept ignoring the question on how much it would cost. But I was seeing here and there, it's like 130 million. Don't quote me on that, but that's the number I recall. It's probably just an estimate, so it might be more, might be less, whatever. I feel like it's gonna be more. So I want people to see this, because these guys were like on the ground. If I could be on the ground, I would do it. That might be quite the experience. But it's because I want you to see that this is a point of view of the people that are being affected. This is what they're seeing. And I think that everybody else needs to see what these people are seeing, especially that how people choose to ignore politics now just because, I don't want to get into politics. But the thing is, like I've said it so many times before, that politics dictate how we live our life now and in the future. So knowing a little bit about politics is, I would say, good for you. So you at least know what's kind of going on out there. But I get it. I understand people are very, don't touch politics kind of thing. So that's fine. Not many people want to talk about it, but we should definitely talk about it, because this is some mess up shit that's happening. Not only are innocent people getting deported, it's actual citizens getting deported. Legal residents are getting deported. Unless you're like white from South Africa, Trump don't want you in his country. So Trump doesn't want you in his country unless you're white. And is that racist? I don't know. Call it what it is. But I want to see what this develops into, because this is something that it's like at the edge of like when we can't go back, or so like we're teetering there. So is Donald Trump going to go full dictator, or is he going to back down and things start to simmer off? I don't really think he's going to back down, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and I'll try to keep up with this, see what else I can find, and keep talking about it, because people need to talk about this. But thanks for watching my video. I don't want to sound like every typical YouTube dude, but I would appreciate it if you like, share, and subscribe, just because that'd be cool. I would enjoy that. But also, it's like crap like this does need to be seen by more people. I'm just here to provide the commentary and to tell you, like, hey, you should probably watch this because it's some messed up shit. But thanks for watching.